The expected rise in the use of drones or unmanned aerial vehicles for a host of different applications may leave operators exposed to a whole new set of risks, including third-party damage or injury and liability. One of the biggest risks, it said, was from radio frequency interference, resulting in loss of control and, in worst-case scenario, fatalities. Other problems include invasion of privacy, aerial surveillance, and data collection. Privacy advocates contend that with drones, the government will be able to engage in widespread, pervasive surveillance because drones are cheaper to operate than their manned counterparts. Drones are being used by law enforcement and border control surveillance teams. In case of essential supplies, however, drones are not being used exclusively by good guys. In case of natural disasters, search and rescue teams employ them to gather information or to drop essential supplies. However, drones are not being used exclusively by good guys. Bad guys are leveraging drones to achieve their malicious objectives. Being easy to control, drones can be used to perform different attacks. The reliance on wireless communications make drones vulnerable to various attacks. These attacks can have drastic effects, including commercial and non-commercial losses. In this context, there is a lack of proper understanding on how hackers perform their attacks and hijack a drone in order to intercept it or even crash it. In fact, drones can also be compromised for malicious purposes. Hence, there is a need to detect them and prevent them from causing any damage. With a drone, you could be followed anywhere and tracked. Military drones are already being deployed on the battlefield for surveillance. It would be a simple step to bring them home and use them to track citizens. In August of 2018, a drone-led assassination attempt was foiled when 2 drones wrapped with explosives were used to assassinate the Venezuelan president. They were shot down by snipers, injuring 8 soldiers and 1 civilian. Actually, drones are being used by insurgents and terrorists alike. Drones were used by ISIS to drop bombs and to film propaganda videos in conflict zones, such as the targeting of Iraq and Syrian military personnel. Being quiet and performing at altitude, you would never know if you were being observed by a drone. Justification for surveillance of citizens are in court cases now around the country. Many futuristic weapons are already being used on the battlefield today. The military is always poised for advanced weapon systems and developing new weapons yearly. The XM-25 grenade launcher is equipped with a laser rangefinder and onboard computer. It packs a magazine of 4 25mm projectiles and programs them to detonate as they pass by their targets. That feature will allow soldiers to strike enemies who are taking cover. By 2012, the Army has armed every infantry squad and special forces unit with at least one of the big guns. In August, a lucky soldier got to pull the trigger and fire off an HEAB high-explosive airburst round at the Aberdeen testing ground in Maryland. Those projectiles packed quite a punch. They were purposely 300% more effective than normal ammo and will be able to strike targets as far as 2,300 feet away. Remotely operated weapons are showing up everywhere. Israel is building an automated kill zone. An American firm, More Industries, offers a turret that can aim and fire 2 automatic shotguns. Some robots have been defusing bombs for years, but none have seen combat. According to Lieutenant General Rick Lynch, who believes that 122 men could have been spared if combat robots had been working. There was a set of armed robots sent to Iraq. They never fired a shot, however. They weren't allowed to. No one could guarantee that the robots wouldn't go berserk and mow down friendly troops or otherwise malfunction, even though they have lots of safeguards.